Harold Bennett was 74 when the leg cramps started waking him up at night. They weren't subtle. His calf would seize like a coiled spring, shooting pain up into his thigh and leave him breathless until it finally relaxed. At first, he laughed them off. Just another joy of getting older, he told himself. But when the cramps started happening during his morning walks, forcing him to stop and clutch at a tree or bench, Harold began to worry. He had always taken pride in staying active. He and his wife June had done everything together, dancing, gardening, hiking trails near their Tennessee home. But now, Harold found himself cutting those walks short, dreading the next painful jolt in his legs. His doctor offered the usual advice: stay hydrated, stretch before bed, maybe take a magnesium supplement. But Harold wasn't interested in pills. "Is there anything I can eat to fix this?" he asked. The doctor gave a thoughtful nod. "Actually, yes," he said. "Some foods are powerful when it comes to muscle support, circulation, and cramp prevention, especially for seniors." That day, Harold left the clinic with more than just a prescription. He left with a mission. And over the next few months, by adjusting his meals and focusing on 3 key foods, he didn't just stop the cramps. He felt stronger, more balanced, and more like himself again. It all started with one unexpected hero. 1 beets, the circulation booster. Beets weren't a food Harold had paid much attention to before. His wife liked them pickled, and occasionally they showed up in salads, but he never thought of them as much more than garnish. But what Harold didn't know was that beets are one of nature's most potent sources of dietary nitrates. When consumed, these nitrates convert into nitric oxide in the body, which helps dilate blood vessels, improve circulation, and deliver more oxygen to muscles, especially in the legs. Poor circulation is a hidden cause of leg cramps in older adults. As blood flow weakens with age, muscles don't get enough oxygen, especially during exercise or sleep. That oxygen shortage can lead to painful spasms. Beets help prevent that by keeping the blood moving freely. Harold began roasting beets and eating them with a bit of olive oil and goat cheese. He also tried beet juice a few times a week. The earthy flavor took some getting used to, but he quickly noticed something. His legs felt lighter on walks. The burning sensation he'd felt halfway through his loop around the park faded, and at night his calves stopped twisting into painful knots. 2. Bananas, the muscle whisperer. The second food Harold added was already familiar: bananas. But he'd underestimated them for years, brushing them off as just a sweet snack. Bananas are rich in potassium, a mineral essential for muscle function. Low potassium levels are one of the most common causes of leg cramps, especially for seniors who may take diuretics or have shifting electrolyte balances. But bananas also offer something else: magnesium and vitamin B6, both important for muscle relaxation and nerve signaling. Together, these nutrients help prevent involuntary contractions and maintain muscle tone. Harold began eating 1 banana a day, either in his morning oatmeal or as a midday snack. It was simple, cheap, and effective. Within weeks, he noticed fewer cramps, and even during yard work or longer walks, his legs didn't fatigue as quickly. He liked how it made him feel fueled, and when June baked banana oat muffins with no added sugar, it became their shared ritual during afternoon tea. 3. Greek yogurt, the muscle builder. The last addition to Harold's diet wasn't flashy, but it made a big impact. Greek yogurt. High in protein and packed with calcium, it was the perfect food for maintaining muscle mass, something that naturally declines with age. As seniors lose muscle, especially in the legs, they become more prone to weakness, instability, and cramps. Muscles need amino acids to recover and grow stronger, and Greek yogurt provides those building blocks in a way that's easy to digest. But it also contains probiotics, which support gut health. A healthy gut improves nutrient absorption, including magnesium and potassium, both key for muscle function. Harold started having Greek yogurt after his morning walk, often mixed with berries and a drizzle of honey. It helped him recover from activity and gave him lasting energy. More importantly, over time, he felt stronger. Stairs felt easier. Getting up from his recliner didn't require a hand on the armrest. He even resumed light resistance exercises with bands, and something he hadn't done in years. By the 3rd month, Harold realized something incredible. He couldn't remember the last time he'd had a leg cramp. The nightly seizing of his calves had vanished. His strength had improved, and so had his balance. He could go on walks with June without needing to pause or sit. Even his doctor was impressed during their next appointment. "You're doing better than half my patients 20 years younger," the doctor told him, scanning his chart. Harold just smiled. "Turns out food can be better than pills," he said. He had also learned a few bonus tips along the way. He began drinking more water during the day, especially when it was hot or after long walks. He stretched before bed, simple calf stretches against the wall, gentle hamstring bends, and he cut back on salty snacks and sodas that depleted his electrolytes. But more than any habit, it was those three foods, beets, bananas, and Greek yogurt, that made the biggest difference. Harold now keeps his fridge stocked with them. He even shares his story with his friends at the community center gym. "Try it for 2 weeks," he tells anyone who complains about leg cramps or weakness. "Add 1 banana, a scoop of yogurt, and a side of beets to your day. It changed my life. Might do the same for you." Some listen, some laugh, but those who try it usually come back, smiling and surprised. Because for seniors, the path to strength isn't just about exercise or willpower, it's about fuel. And the right fuel, even from the humblest foods, can keep the legs moving, the body steady, and the nights peaceful.